What's up, guys? Vaponator here. Today we're going to talk about the REO Mini 2.1. It's my personal mod. I mentioned in the first video I put up, the first vlog, that I was a vapor and that my channel would consist of mod discussions and gaming videos, reactions, everything like that. Well, this is just going to be a mod discussion. My thoughts on the REO Mini 2.1. Outstanding device. I mentioned in the first video I did take it onto the oil field with me, and when I worked in the oil patch, I was a derrick hand. I took it out up there because we were waiting on some parts to come in. It was just before I go down, sitting 25 feet up in that basket. Take this thing out, and sure enough, big gust of wind comes and boop, gone REO. Fell straight down and landed hard to the point where the door actually bent and the battery popped out and I couldn't find the new battery, or I couldn't find that battery. I wound up having to buy a new one. But other than that, this thing is very durable. It's very nice. If you take care of it, you treat it like anything else of yours you would treat, like a TV or a game console, PC, whatever, this thing will last forever. I've had it almost a year. I got it back in January of this year, and I haven't changed any parts, any pieces, except for this tip right here. And I bought that from a local shop here in South Carolina. Now, I just got off work, and I've been using this thing constantly. It gets a little warm. It's probably from the resistance I got going through my REO, or the heat of the vapor. Right now I'm running 1.2 to 1.3 ohms resistance, and these units are rated anywhere from 1 ohm to 1.1. Now I have run it at a 0.8 ohm resistance, and it wound up shorting out these batteries I've got. I can leave you guys a link for the batteries I use. They are eFest 1100s, and I'm using the 18500 size. And it just shorted out one of my 18500s, and this was not even 2 weeks ago, and I had to replace that battery. But other than that, I mean, this is great. This is a cool little device. The atomizer on top is the Reomizer 2.0. In one of the earlier videos I did, I said it was a Reomizer 2.1. No, disregard that. I'm stupid. But the Reomizer 2.0, and it's a two-post. It screws off just like this, and it's a two-post with two post screws and a ceramic base. And I thought I cracked, after I dropped it out of the derrick, I thought I cracked the ceramic base in this because all of a sudden it didn't want to vape. No, just knocked one of the post screws loose. So, and it still vapes like it's day one. Now, the e-juice I use comes from Mount Baker Vapor. I know a lot of you guys have heard of them. I know a lot of people who get into e-cigs, get into the culture, get into all that. They've definitely heard of Mount Baker Vapor. For those of you that don't, they're a company based in I can't remember if it's Seattle, Washington, or if it's somewhere in Washington on the West Coast, but they do have a lot of great flavors. The one I'm using right now is the Team Flavor Hawk Sauce, and it's a cherry with a little bit of menthol at the end, and I'm running 6 milligrams nicotine right now. I'm trying to get it down, working on it, trying to only vape flavors. But it's working, it's getting there, it's going. That's all it can go. Well, if you guys want any more information about the REO Mini, I will say it's about $200. The unit itself is 160, and the atomizer is another 40. It comes with the door, the tank, a spare tank, the atomizer. I actually drilled out this hole. The hole was a little bit too small for me. I wasn't getting good airflow. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And I had to buy this little button on top too, because it just pops right off. Put that back on there. Locked it. It does have a lock feature, and that's really nice if you got it in your back pocket or your front pocket and it comes loose and all of a sudden you're burning your wick. And oh, the wick. The wick. Anything but the wick. No. The wick, I'm just using sterilized cotton. I'm thinking of getting some Japanese cotton here soon. It's a more natural cotton. It doesn't have any additives, doesn't have any chemicals, nothing like that. And it should be really nice. I don't know, because I'm planning on making a dragon coil here soon for my REO to replace this one. I don't know how it's going to stand up to that low of a resistance. The last wick I had, and the last coil I had running at 0.8, the wick was using this off-brand cotton. I can't remember what it was called, but it couldn't stand up to the heat. Anyway, that's the REO. That's the Mini 2.1. If you want it, there's a link down in the description to the webpage. Just like, comment, subscribe on this video. And there you have it. Vapinator signing off.